Hey, this is Russ. There's some important news I wanted to share with you guys from Magicycle. Yeah. Now, a couple of you guys already know about what's coming up from them because maybe you visited their website and they made some announcements there. But I wanted to highlight one of the two bikes that are coming out. Yeah. They have some new e-bikes coming out. The one I'm kind of really excited about is their new Ocelot Pro. And what's an Ocelot? Let me show you a picture of what an ocelot is, okay? Yeah, it's a small wild cat. Yeah. So, anyways, I saw this announcement happened on the website. I kind of knew a little bit about it coming up, anyways. But yeah, I wanted to tell you a little bit about it. So I'm gonna look off camera a little bit and kind of look at the screen that's directly behind the camera, so I can kind of make sure I don't miss some of the highlights of this new bike. Now, you might be thinking, okay, Russ, are you gonna replace your cruiser bike and you're gonna get this new bike? Well, I'm gonna get this new bike. I didn't say anything about replacing my cruiser. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep both of these things. Anyways, it's the Ocelot Pro, okay, and what it is, it's a 20-inch fat tire bike. All right, so we're talking 20-inch by 4-inch Kenda tires on here. And it's a true step-through model. This is not a mid-step or anything like that. It's truly a step-through model. So that's going to be exciting for us because I know a lot of our viewers are senior riders, and so we've been asking about this. Now, admittedly, this is not a lightweight bike, and it's not a foldable bike. But I don't think the weight is really that important. I think a lot of us have been talking about we want lighter bikes. We want lighter bikes. Okay, if you're gonna go for certain things like commuter bikes, yeah, you want lighter bikes. But this is a little bit more powerful bike. How powerful? 96 Newton meters. Go check around on the internet and look at some of the other brands. I don't think you're gonna find a whole lot that says 96 Newton meters. Okay, now. The Magicycle Cruiser is 86 Newton meters. Many of the other competitions are probably in the 80 Newton meters or less. And you know I told you how powerful the Cruiser is. Guess what this thing is going to do at 96, all right? You're going to go over those hills with no problem at all. So if you're in an area that has a lot of hills, this is the bike you're going to want to get, all right? So what else does it have? It's a 52-volt battery. We already kind of know that because that's always been kind of Magicycle's claim to fame, right? They've got a very big battery on there, but it's 20 amp hours. 20 amp hours. Yeah, you know, compared to, you know, I had another bike that I put triangle batteries on. You know about this bike, right? Well, yeah, same thing, 52 volts, 20 amp hours. So yeah, you're going to get a little bit of range. Now, they're claiming the range can go as much as 80 miles. Now, I always look at these specifications and say, 80 miles? Well, how do you get 80 miles? Okay, if you pedal on a lower pedal assist level, you don't use the throttles, you're going pretty much on level ground, you're not as heavy as I am, you might get 80 miles out of this thing, yeah. But I'm a heavier rider and the like. And okay, I know you guys are going to ask me, what about a second battery? Yeah, you know I always want to go a little bit further. I think I go farther than a lot of the typical people who buy e-bikes. Yeah, so if you're an average rider, you're not gonna need that second battery. But I'm not the average rider. I go some distance. I use my bike and go distance. Yeah. So yeah, I asked them to give me a second battery. So they've been very accommodating for me, I think. Yeah, I like them, and they kind of like me, I think. So yeah, they're going to give me a second battery. But here's the thing. At 80 miles, let's say if we're even conservative and I only do 40, okay? With two batteries, I'm going to do the 80 miles easily. Which means I can take this bike wherever I want to take it. And I think that's the key. I really want to go some distance on some of our rides, and haven't been able to do that so much. So let's get back to the bike. Okay, so what does this bike have? All right, it's 750 watts of hub motor with 96 Newton meters of torque. Okay, there's Tektro branded 180 millimeter rotors on hydraulic disc brakes. Okay, so you've got name brands for brakes, and you've got the hydraulics already there. Color LCD display is going to be very similar to our Magicycle Cruiser, which means you're going to have a lot of ability to change things around if you want. And yeah, you've got 20-inch by 4-inch fat tires. Okay, so the riders that can fit this, they're saying 5 feet tall to 6 feet 5. So there's got to be a pretty large and long stem on the seat tube, right? So this you're going to be able to get on this bike if you want to get on this bike. All right, so 20 what would I say, 5 feet and up to 6 feet 5 inches comfortably. All right, and the price, what is it? $1,986 on sale. Now they have some discount codes for you there if you go to their website. But here's what I'm going to tell you to do. If you want to pre-order this bike before it even comes out, and it's going to come out sometime in August, okay? If you want to pre-order it, go ahead and do so, but use my affiliate link, okay? Because that helps me. And I always put the affiliate links inside all of the descriptions of my video. And then you can use their discount code if you like. What is their code? CM100. And if you buy 2 of these bikes, CM220. Okay. Now they also said that they put in another code for me. That's Russ 220, but that's not based on 2 regular bikes. You know, like if you bought 2 Magicycle Cruisers, don't use the CM2 the Russ 220 code, because the Russ 220 code is basically used for this particular bike. Okay, so for the Cruisers, you can use the Russ 200 or the Russ 100. 100 if you're buying the single bike, 200 if you're buying the 2 bikes on the Cruisers. But if you're buying a single bike from this Ocelot Pro, use their code that's CM100, but use my affiliate link. That's how I get credit for it. Okay. All right. So what other things do they have? Let me find some specs here for you. So yeah, you're gonna have a charger that's capable of charging this battery really quickly. How quick? Let me look over here. I gotta have to move to the side here. Yeah, my camera's in my way. 3 amp charger. Okay. Another thing that's kind of nice is the weight of this bike is 73 pounds. All right, so it's not a lightweight bike, but it's never all the good stuff is never really that light. All right, if you want that motor, you want all this stuff that comes with, it's gonna weigh a little bit, because you've got to be able to have some stability there. So 73 pounds. Frame size is 16 inches. Yeah, and then you have 7 levels of pedal assist. With a 12 magnet cadence sensor. So yeah, it's got a lot of things in there that you're going to want to see. All right. As far as components are concerned, yeah, you have front light, rear tail light. You got alloy hydraulic. What does it say here? I'm looking on the side here again. There you go. Alloy hydraulic lockout suspension forks. Okay. So you got hydraulic suspension forks, not just spring-loaded on this. There's a lot of things. I'm going to put some spec and things up here so you can see it. But you know, I don't have to sit there and read everything to you, right? You can read it yourself, or go directly to the Magicycle site and you'll see it directly there too. All right. So I just wanted to bring up some things to you as far as, you know, what's the most important things people are asking about for this bike. So why is this exciting? Here's why I think it's exciting. Okay, if you got hills, this is not going to be a problem for you anymore. 96 Newton meters of torque. You're going to fly up over those hills. That's not going to be a problem at all. You've got range, right? 52 volts, 20 amp hours of range. Yeah. And it's a step-thru. We've all been wanting step-thru. You know, I've been getting more used to the step-thru. I know someone's going to ask me, what about the triangle? You don't going to have the triangle. You won't have the triangle. You can't put your triangle batteries. Who cares? I mean, this thing's got 20 amp hours, okay? And if you get a second Magicycle battery to put in there, now you've got 40. So I don't need it. Yeah, I don't need that triangle. And being able to walk through it is going to be a huge improvement for people who have things like hip replacements or knee replacements. Like me, I got a knee replacement right on my left knee. So I won't have to swing my leg over. I've gotten used to it. Believe me, I've tried step-thru bikes and I've gotten used to it. Yeah. So this is what's coming. All right. Sometime in August. All right. Keep an eye open for that. I believe you can pre-order these now if you want to, and you can get them when they first get released. But yeah, is it coming to me? Yeah, it's coming. I'm going to have it. All right, I want to say one more thing too. Okay, this whole announcement is basically about this new bike, but there's a new commuter bike coming out from Magicycle too. Go on their website, take a look at it. I'm not going to talk too much about it right now, but here's the exciting things that I see with it. Belt drive. Belt drive. Now, you're going to look at this and you're going to say, it's got only a 350 watt motor. Oh, that's not good. Well, hey, it's actually good. Because this bike is going to look pretty much like a standard bike. It's not going to look like, you'd have to look hard to make sure that this was an e-bike. All right, it's going to look almost like a standard bike. But, yeah, 350 watts, you may think that's not enough. But they've designed it so that it actually is. That's the exciting part about it, okay? Because I've been in contact with them, and I said the same thing, too. I says, 350 watts? And they said, don't worry. You're going to be surprised. All right, so I'm looking forward to that commuter bike. Yeah, that's coming to me too. I think that one's coming out. When is that? Is that in August? August or July? One of those two. It's coming. That's the whole point. It's coming. So I'm very glad to be able to get these bikes from Magicycle. They've already told me that they're coming my way. And yeah, I just wanted to share the excitement with you guys. Go to the Magicycle site, use my affiliate link. It's in the description below. And if you decide to order one of these bikes, either way, yeah, make sure you use the codes that I give you down there, okay? Anyways, that's really all I wanted to say about it, and encourage you guys to take a look at their site because good things are coming in a couple of months, yeah. Now you might also want to say, should I wait for that or buy the Cruiser? You have to decide, what type of bike you think you might want. If you want a larger tire bike, get the Cruiser, yeah. If you want something a little bit smaller, like the 20-inch wheel, you want a little more torque, then yeah, you might want to hold off and take a look at the new bike that's coming out. But for me, you're going to ask me, which one am I going to go with? Am I going to sell off the Cruiser? No, I'm keeping both of them. When that commuter bike comes in, if it's good, I'm going to keep that one too. People have already asked me, what are you going to do with all these bikes that are coming on? Are you going to sell them off? Eventually, you're going to have to sell some off. You can't keep them all, right? Or can you? You can't keep them all. But I know that any bike that I come in with a review, I'm going to want to hang on to them for a while and ride them. And if I really like them, I'm probably going to want to keep them. Yeah. But yeah, in time, I think as models get older and, they're replacing them with maybe a new model, maybe at that time I would sell off some of my bikes. But at this point, yeah, I'm too excited to sell that stuff off. I want to play with it. I want to take it out there with you guys so you can see how it's working. So yeah, I'm not selling anything off right away. I'm hanging on to everything, okay? But eventually, yeah, a year or two down the road, maybe. I don't know. Well, we'll see what I'm going to end up doing with these bikes. But I know that these two bikes that are coming out, I'm going to hang on to them for a while and see how they do. But I really think this new one, this Ocelot, is going to be pretty exciting. So take a look at the website. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'll talk to you guys next time.